least 50 Republicans are expected to break ranks, which has forced Trump to now claim he's for the files being released. After almost a year of saying he didn't want to release, after a year of stalling, hedging, browbeating members of his own party last night, all of a sudden Trump reversed course completely. He wrote, as I said on Friday night to the fake news media, House Republicans should vote to release the Epstein files because we have nothing to hide. We have nothing to hide. I have some bad news. There's no we. It's just you, bro.
There's something very satisfying about seeing a bully get exactly what's coming to him, and to see the bullying question be the President of the United States. The receptacle of the beat down the result of a late-night comedian with nothing but humor, fact, and an audience hanging on his every word is to see more than just a satisfying spectacle. It is to see resistance. Jimmy Kimmel has been engaging in the most destructive, the most dogged, the most unrelenting attack on Donald Trump that has ever occurred on the late-night television circuit. And while Trump's House Speaker, Mike Johnson, has been stumbling from one government shutdown to the next, proving once and for all that the Republicans are incapable of governing even with complete control, Jimmy Kimmel has laid bare the entirety of the problem. This is the story about Jimmy Kimmel taking down Donald Trump on live television, while the incompetence of the Trump administration has played out in real time. Before we continue with Jimmy Kimmel's recent streak of dominating political opponents on live television, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are covering the stories that the corporate media is afraid to tell, stories about accountability and resistance. Files related to a man who considered himself to be Trump's closest friend for more than a decade, the late sex criminal, Jeffrey Epstein. The vote in Congress went 427 to 1. This one, he's going to have to sign a release. He says he's going to sign it. Speaker Mike Johnson, who shut most of Washington down for 2 months to try to avoid this very much, wanted to amend the bill to allow them to redact names to protect the innocent. His fellow Republican Majority Leader in the Senate rejected that idea, which was very upsetting to the Speaker of the House. November 2024, the U.S. House of Representatives has just voted 427 to 1 to pass a measure that forces the Department of Justice to release documents involving Jeffrey Epstein, the convicted sex offender who took his own life in prison under mysterious circumstances. This was one of the closest votes in congressional history. Republicans and Democrats finally saw eye to eye on an issue. The American people have a right to know what's in those documents, and all of us watching understood exactly what Trump was trying to do. We are carefully following the path of Hurricane Epstein right now. It is a Category 5. It's expected to make landfall sometime and very soon. We are now one step closer to answering the question, what did the president know and how old were these women when he knew it? Yesterday, both the House and Senate voted to release the long-withheld files related to a man who considered himself to be Trump's closest friend. The monologue for that evening was kicked off by a weather report we are watching carefully at home tonight. Kimmel told his audience his deadpan delivery spot on. We are carefully following it home. It is a Category 5. It is expected to make landfall at some point shortly. The crowd exploded because they knew what Kimmel was getting at. The president spent years promising to unleash the fires, promising transparency and a desire for the truth to be told. But with Congress assenting to making them available to be seen, Trump has been http://www.rottentomatoes.com. The crowd exploded because Kimmel had summarized in one sentence what all those protesting and marching were thinking and feeling. His long-standing affiliation with Trump and his disgust in conduct towards women. We are one step closer to answering. Kimmel ended with what might be his biggest burn in his career. Jimmy the most, thanks for watching and thank you for joining us tonight. I don't know about you, but for me, it was a very big day to do it. You know, I was a big day today here because of the Jeffrey Epstein list and all the Jeffrey Alpine list. No, I'm studying. Why that Jeffrey Einstein? Yeah, right, of course. Yeah, you sit there every night. You think it's Einstein now? Okay. The lawsuit concerning a female who claimed that Trump raped her at an Epstein party when she was just 13 years old. All of its snorts condensed into one perfect, brutal question. Kimmel was just getting going. Congress went 427 to 1. He said it was such a landslide, Trump might actually be able to rebury the Epstein files under it. He said, explaining a ribery as a rib binding of a file with a new cover or title. The punchline had several. The President of the United States, just an hour or so after the end of Kimmel's program, was up past midnight, threatening a television network to fire a comedian for poking fun at him. It's pathetic, a form of authoritarianism. Kimmel had struck a raw and exposed nerve, one so sensitive that the president could not let the morning come before acting.